Let's come to an understanding. 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 Let's come to an understanding.
Let's come to.
We are live from the bunkers, from the respective bunkers.
Quarantine
What was this
time.
you're just saying, Amish? You're saying everyone's gonna get a home podcasting kit?
Yeah, everyone's. I think everyone's home podcasting kits are going to be sexy. Everyone's going to have a corner of the house. So many comics, I think, were like, I was planning on this, I was thinking about it, and now's my chance. Let's go! Woo! Quarantine time. Get it?
You know what my feeling is that a lot of comics, what's gonna happen with them?
Yeah, tell me.
They're gonna reprioritize their lives during this. They're gonna take this moment.
Look,
to really assess what's going on.
Look, some people are going to quit comedy, and some people are going to go into, like, it's getting a little incel-y. You know what I mean? I'm hearing some wild theories. I'm hearing some, like, conspiracy talk. It's very interesting.
As I said last week, we're all incels under quarantine.
We are all incels under quarantine. And
we're all equal under God.
Yeah.
And we're all incels.
And that's it.
And we're all incels under quarantine.
It's death and taxes. That's the death and taxes of quarantine time.
No. I think that a lot of people who've been doing comedy for probably like decades are gonna stop. I think you're gonna see people pull back. I think they're gonna take this time of not doing comedy, government imposed.
Yeah.
The government is telling you.
It's like, no.
Pretty much.
You're done. It's over, dude. It's over. Yeah.
You know.
It's illegal.
Well, I mean, like, it is illegal to do stand up right now.
Yeah, it is.
You know
illegal.
what? That's why. You know what? They're taking away my First Amendment. I'm not American, but they're taking away my freedom of speech. My freedom of speech.
First they came for the comedy shows, and then they came for the... Yeah, no.
First they took my trans jokes, and I said nothing.
Yeah, people are getting weird.
Then they canceled the open mics, and I stayed silent.
Where's Jordan Peterson? He needs to come back and help the flock, man. People need some guidance in this time. It's getting weird. It's getting weird.
Know. It's not that bad.
Some people are getting wild.
Honestly, I think it's going to be good for a lot of people. I think a lot of people are going to figure out that, you know, they're. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think like people are working in hospitals right now.
Yeah.
And like you and I would be at another bar, drinking gin sodas and hearing 19-year-olds talk about why they want to kill their mother. You know what I mean? Like. Really puts things in perspective.
You're talking about the open mic scene? You're talking about the open mic scene? Okay, yeah. No, I mean, it is going to make us reprioritize what's important in life. Was this really going to happen? I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. The lives are going to change, man. We're talking September. People are talking about September? It's wild, man.
September? I heard November next year.
Oh, you're at
18
November?
months.
Wow. My mom hates it.
2021.
My mom hates it. I put my mom in quarantine. She hates me, dude. She's so mad. She takes it as a personal insult.
It is bad.
She's taking it as a personal insult.
Abuse.
She's like, oh, we're not family anymore? Get out of here. Go away. She's doing that now.
Amish, it is elder abuse.
Look, man, she came from India. I said, who told her to go to India? She goes to India, you got a 2-week quarantine. We're telling her. And every day, she's just getting mad. I had to block her car in, dude. I blocked her car in with my car. Left with the key.
I saw that. You posted that. Yeah, you blocked in the car.
Dude, it's not a joke, man. She's pissed. She's mad in there. Yeah, the other day she called me.
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke. She called me in the morning and she just started like getting at me. She was like, okay, this is enough now. Other people have come from India and they're still hanging out. What the hell is going on here? Whatever, right? She's so mad. She's like alone, right? Every day she has like a 20-minute window like this where someone has to manage her. But anyway, she calls me yesterday. She's like,
well, she's in a crisis. She's in a
crisis.
Global pandemic.
She's in a global pandemic. She's having a hard time, right? So she calls yesterday. She starts to go and I was like, Mom, we're just trying to be safe. We're trying to help you because it's for you, Mom. It's for you. And she goes, you're soft.
Well,
you always been soft.
Hold on. Can I just stop you right there? It's not just for her. It's for me too. It's for you. It's for me. It's really for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay? At my house, your mom is referred to as plain lady. That's what we call her, plain lady.
No. She's not the only one. Listen, it's the planes from Italy that you got to watch. Okay, India was not bad.
She's known as Plain Lady Patel. That's what we call her.
You better, hey, I don't need it. She's attacking me yesterday, dude. She's like, "You're soft. You always been soft." I'm trying to write. I have to write premises for kids' TV show. I got a lead on another kids' TV show. I got to write premises for them. Got to stay positive. Got to stay happy. My mom's calling me. She's attacking me, dude. She's like, "You're soft. You always been soft." I'm like, "What? What do you want?" I had to hang up on her. She's so mad.
I will say, Amish.
Yeah, go on.
I will say, I think the best response to "you're soft and you've always been soft" is, "Oh yeah, I'm soft." The guy who's in his room writing kids shows.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I don't need this negative energy.
The man who's dedicating his life to children's entertainment.
Children's
You're calling me a
entertainment.
pussy?
I got nominated for 2 writing awards for a kids show. Okay, don't call me soft. But anyway.
By the way, how depressing is it that award show was canceled? Have you been taking that okay?
You know, what are you gonna do? Hey man, the whole world shut down though.
So it's not just you.
It's not just me. The whole world shut down.
You're not taking it as a personal attack.
I'm making the most of it. I'm learning how to write. I'm writing more stories. Every time I write something, it gets easier. You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta write these premises and finish a script. I'm just doing my work. It's good. I keep telling myself, you gotta do that meditation where you gotta be like, look, I would have just gone to a coffee shop and been staring at a computer and writing my work. So just write it here and say God is great.
Life finds a way.
Life finds a way.
Life finds a way.
So anyway, my mom, though, she's yelling at me. I hang up on her.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, calls my sister crying. She's like, Amisha, look what Amisha attacked me. She set it up, dude. It was a setup.
Dude, I'm telling you, you're going to catch a case. You're going to get an elder abuse case out of this. I'm telling you.
I know. She's trying to come at me like that.
She's building it. She's recording all these calls, too, I know.
Yeah, all the calls. She records them. I go to get some. She's so crazy. She's just like, she puts the food outside. And I'm like, okay, hi. I try to say like, hey, whatever. She's like, just get out of here. It's like that. She's so mad.
Really?
It's very funny, actually.
Does she think that it's your directive? She thinks you're the one behind this quarantine?
She's like, you guys are being soft. Can you not make a big deal out of it? Come on, I don't want to be here alone. You know what I mean? She's like that. She doesn't see it. Dude, she's telling me there's a guy in India, Baba Ramdev. He's saying that he's got a cure.
Yeah.
It's just a herbal pill that you can take. Like, you know how you take those mushroom caps? He has his own version of these mushroom caps, like not magic mushrooms, like these mushroom caps that don't really, the Joe Rogan type of ones that you buy. So those ones that are just just generic, helps you feel better all day, whatever. He sells another root out of India. I think it's called ashwagandha. He sells another root, and he did a presentation. He's like, this blocks corona. That's it. And he showed a diagram, and he shows like, this is corona, this is you. You ate this root, this ashwagandha, I think it's called. You eat this root, and then he put like that was blocking it. No corona. That's it. My mom believes it. Dude, all the YouTube videos, I don't even want to talk shit.
I have to tell you something, Amish. It sounds legit.
Dude, the news in India, they just bring him on the news. ABP News, they just bring him on. And they bring him on like this. They're like, Swamiji, hello, Swamiji. Okay, hello, Swamiji. Tell me, what is your advice for corona? Please say me, Swamiji. And then whatever he says, dude, they just take it.
You know what's funny? Literally, this is someone who the Attorney General of New York would be subpoenaing right now.
Yeah. He's Dr. Oz.
And sending him like a cease and desist ordinance.
He's got I think this guy's got equal amounts of cease and desist for legal cease and desist as he does have from politicians, just letters being like, hey man, you're doing great work. I support you. I love you. He's got equal amounts. You go on his YouTube videos even, it's all videos being like, thank you, Babaji. It's all just like, thank you, Babaji. And then sometimes it's a prayer hand. They love him, dude.
Well, Amish, you know that our boy Alex Jones recently got called out for selling silver colloidal toothpaste that he says kills that corona right away.
Oh, it kills it done, eh?
It gets it gone. It gets it gone.
Where no one's any better than anyone. I mean, I guess we got Alex Jones over here. They got Baba Ramdev over there. And it's, I don't know what to do.
What I'm learning from this is Alex Jones should move to India. Alex Jones would have a very... I'm sure he has quite the big following in India.
Well, in India, it's different, man. Over here, you have legal people coming after you all the time. And you have these lefties, these liberals coming after you. But in India, you'll have a competing guru trying to murder you. Dude, these gurus don't play. These Babajis in India, they're tough, dude. They have like gangster organizations. Even the guy from Wild Wild Country, our boy, the Bhagwan.
The Bhagwan.
The Bhagwan, right? He when he was getting wild in America, they found a bunch of cases out of India that were like, oh, this guy's like been laundering money, selling drugs, doing all kinds of shit. He's gangster, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? He was successful.
Alex Jones, I don't know, man. I think he could get shot up in India. Yeah, I'm just saying.
You think so?
It's gangster shit, dude. But he's tough, though. He does have his guns. He's on top of that. So maybe India's
He would
the
be
place.
packing heat. Yeah,
He'd be packing heat. And hey, man, even Aga Khan is white. You know the Aga Khan, right? Is white.
Yeah.
Sometimes a white person can go to India and just get a little, cult popping. They send them this way, but we send them that way too. You know what I'm saying? They go both ways.
Sounds like a fair exchange to me.
You know what? India is the open source of cults because it really is like an open source. It's like the Silicon Valley of cults, I think. Because Hinduism is like an open source. Like someone can jump in and be like, hey, I'm reincarnated from this guy. Bing, bang, got my own church. You just got to go and you got to rep someone.
That's why Indian Americans do so well in the startup culture.
Yeah, no, they understand. The skills just translate right over. No, it really is Silicon Valley for cults, man. There's so many. And this Baba Ramdev, he took it to the top. So he's doing some hard gangster stuff. He must be. He's selling these pills. And dude, I looked up the pill. It's called Ashwangam or something. The first 5 results are white people saying like, this is my Ashwanga program. Because you know how you guys do mushrooms, right? There's like a subculture even in America that buys that herbal medicine. Tell me.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Do you mean to tell me that there's a multi-level marketing aspect to this as well?
Buddy.
Do you mean to tell me that they're multi-level marketing on top of everything?
I'm just saying, if you want to get a box of Ashwangam pills, I bet you could get a box ordered here in no time.
Well, I do.
That's the thing. You're into it, eh? You're into it. Man, I found this other thing that was very interesting. People are advertising survivalist. I got an ad for a survivalist farm to make your own farm. You seen some ad? Are you seeing your ads change a little bit? You seen your YouTube ads?
So I've been streaming a lot of stuff on maybe
no
not
ads.
the most legit of streaming sites.
Okay.
And I have noticed that instead of sexy singles in my neighborhood, it's more COVID-19 prevention. Which, you know what? I like to see that they're on top of the spam. Because I thought that they just kind of let that run wild.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know who you're getting with those, but the average guy, I don't care how desperate you are, you're not in the middle of the pandemic being like, and she still wants to meet up?
Yeah, no. I think I'm seeing the dating stuff is all gone. Definitely there's a rise in pornography and a rise in like webcam girls, but as far as in-person meetup, that's getting cut down. But I got an ad today from mysurvivalfarm.com. Dude, this survival farm thing, it's a great ad. I started watching it. I clicked on it, obviously, went to the website, started watching it, mysurvivalfarm.com. And within 4 or 5 minutes, here's the thing. Like, I was very impressed initially with how quickly people are making COVID-19 products and, like, scams. But then I realized that a lot of them are survivalist people, and then they just put COVID-19 on top, and it's the same program. So this guy's been doing My Survival Farm for, like, 10 years now. And My Survival Farm, I started playing the video on it. Within 2 minutes, this guy's like, because they're preparing for the end times, right? This guy's saying, the guy who's selling mysurvivalfarm.com, he says, when the roving bandits are out hunting for food, don't worry, you'll have all the food you need, and they won't know because it's in your backyard, because you're growing it in the backyard. He's talking about that level of preparedness. Like there's going to be roving bandits, and when they come,
for sure, of course, there's going to be roving bandits.
Okay, so here's the best part, though. On his website, so I go to his website. Let me just share a little bit with you. Let me see if this sharing feature will work. Okay, I'm going to share this with you right now. See if you can see this. So can you see anything there?
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ.
This guy, his name's Dan. So this is his credits. This is his list of credits that I'm showing you right now. It's basically, when you go to a website and they put, like, as seen on CNN, MSNBC, whatever, right? This
on
guy
SteveQuail.com?
Look, the most legitimate one is
on
the
Personal
Blaze.
Liberty. The Blaze, wasn't Tommy Lauren on the Blaze for a minute?
That's where she got her start. Dude, the Blaze is legit because the Blaze, if you don't know, is Glenn Beck. He started his own company. When the people at Fox News said, "Glenn Beck, you're too wild for Fox News. You're crazy. You're too out of control for Fox News. Get out of here." Glenn Beck leaves.
He says, "I don't need this shit anyway. You don't even know what I'm about." Glenn Beck was like, "I don't need this shit anyway. I've been tasty with the drip from day one. I'm blazing on your ass. I'm blazing. I'm a brazy ass motherfucker. I'm Glenn Beck."
Dude, imagine you're too wild.
Remember
for
when
Fox
Glenn
News?
Beck? Hold on. Do you remember when Glenn Beck went on his stand-up comedy tour?
Oh, he did stand up. I know he wrote some books. I didn't know he did
doing
stand
like
up.
theaters. He did like a stand-up tour a couple years ago.
Well, that's what happens, man. You get fired from Fox News, and that's really the big retirement because people will come out for you. You know what I mean? Like Bill O'Reilly right now, he just wakes up in the morning in his house, and he just does the same show, but in his house now. It's like a retirement.
I always call Bill O'Reilly a more successful version of us. I don't know.
You could say
that's
that.
what I've been calling him for years now.
Huge following. Dude, Glenn Beck, though, man. This guy was doing... You know why I think Fox News said you're too wild for us, though? I think it's because he started going too much into the conspiracies.
Right.
But he was always crazy, dude. And for Fox News to say it, it's pretty wild. Now, there's a bunch of websites. I want you to look at a couple here. Zero Hedge, I couldn't really... That was a weird one. That was like... again, people that are worried about the end of the world, but they do stock planning for that. So they sell the right stocks.
I gotta be honest, Amish, there seems to be a general theme amongst all these websites.
Look, Disaster Survival Magazine, I get it. SHTFplan.com, if you go to that website, by the way, they have an incredible CBD oil that they sell.
Wait, is that shit hits the fan? Does that stand for shit hits the fan plan.com?
yeah, shithitsthefanplan.com. But my favorite out of all of these, dude, is
it's a Christian site though, so they make it an acronym.
Their slogan is when it hits the fan, don't say we didn't warn you.
Okay.
So they're working for the community. Now, my favorite is definitely Before It's News. Now, here's the thing with Before It's News, okay? Here's the thing with
it never becomes news. Does it ever become news?
Let me ask you a question, Mr. New York Times. I know you got a New York Times subscription. How many articles do you think per day are coming out of New York Times?
I would have to say hundreds, if not thousands.
It's about 250 per day.
That's how many per day?
250 per day. Do you know how many articles and videos Before It's News comes out with? It's like 700-800 a day, right? Now, because these New York Times people... They might go waiting for a source. And they might say, like, my source says it's not right. Well, guess what? The people at Before It's News, they don't bow to the source. They give you all the news, dude. They're not bowing to no sources, okay? They don't care if the source might come back in 2 weeks and say it's not even real. Too late. Already served up the news.
Amish, it sounds like they've offered you a job.
What a great organization, dude. Before It's News. They have so many... Nonstop, dude. Nonstop. I'm going to stop the share on that. Yeah, fun.
Well, man, you know what? It's crazy that you mentioned Fox because I just saw... So have you been following the scandal in the States with the senators?
Oh, because they're all selling their stock market shares?
Yeah, so there were four senators. 3 Republican, 1 Democrat. Dianne Feinstein, the Democrat
of course, 3 Republican
senator from California.
Maniacs.
But the two who are in the intelligence briefing were Republicans.
Of course.
And one of them, Kelly Loeffler, right? She's a senator from Georgia. Her husband also happens to be the head of the New York Stock Exchange.
Oh, great.
Who also happened to sell off almost all of his assets.
Oh, shit.
Back in February, too.
You think they have a code word?
It's called COVID.
They must be able to text each other code word. Like, they must be like, college fund X, I don't know, something. Like, they just must have, like, because she comes out of the security briefing. They should be doing something to fix the problem. But you know, the first hour, 2 hours was just on the phone with the stock managers and the husbands.
Dump it.
Okay, now I need you to dump it. This is huge. Dump it. I need to get back to working for these people, but dump the
it.
stocks.
No, well, I think what happened was they heard about it, and then they kept giving. So here's the worst thing though. They kept giving the Trump talking points.
Yeah.
Up until the SHTF. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shit hit the fan. Yeah.
The shit hit the fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right up until that point, they were still like, this is overblown. It's a Chinese thing. And then it happens, and then everything starts coming out being like, yeah, so they knew about it. And he even, one of the guys, I think it was in North Carolina, he like gave a private speech to like a bunch of like business associates in North Carolina about like, dump it. He gave a speech entitled "Dump It."
He said to a whole bunch of people.
There's like a private recording of him speaking to like a bunch of like business people in North Carolina.
That's so rude.
Telling them to dump it.
That's very rude, man. Come on.
And the thing is, so here's the thing: they're being called on to resign.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course.
But I think those three states, the three states the Republicans are from, are Wisconsin, North Carolina, Georgia, I believe.
Yeah.
And I think those three, I could be wrong, but I think there's Republican governors in all three. So if the senator resigns, I'm pretty sure that they get, someone takes their place temporarily. That person who's put in place would be appointed by the governor. So it would probably be a Republican senator if that's who it is.
Yeah. And
I'm not sure though.
I bet some of them are like, hey man, I got to go to Panama, take care of some offshore assets. Why don't I just put someone else in charge for a while, Probably want to leave.
Well, no, they can't though because right now.
Yeah.
No, but right now, so Tony Evans is the governor of Wisconsin. Sorry, and he is oh boy. Well, no, they can't leave right now because they're voting on everything, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't leave; they're voting. Tony Evers is a Democrat. Okay, so Wisconsin governor is a Democrat actually right now.
Okay.
Took office effective January 7th, 2019. So if the guy in Wisconsin, let me find his name. If the Wisconsin senator was to be taken out, I'm pretty sure it's the governor who put someone in.
Yeah.
So that's going to mess up their balance of power, right? Because the Republicans have a slim lead in the Senate, and they don't necessarily want to give that up.
That's that's a tough one. I can't believe Tucker Carlson and AOC are getting together on this one. I just saw that The Hill. Did you watch that video by The Hill?
Yeah. So Tucker was like, they should resign.
Tucker's calling for resignation.
I mean, it's criminal. No,
it is criminal, man. Tucker's doing something right.
Tucker's doing something right. The public to profit during the time.
I'm impressed, man.
Okay. Republican Senator Ron Johnson. Oh no. Was this the right guy? I think it was Ron Johnson. Oh man, I should have had this ready to go. But anyway,
it's okay.
It's not looking good. What's up with Canada though? We're also stalled. Why can't we get it together?
I listened to CBC today. There's basically some shenanigans with the Liberals. I mean, one thing they talked about was they're trying to pass these two big bills that'll just give us cash, that'll just start giving people money. And even one guy called in and he's like a travel salesperson and he's like, I don't think I'm going to get it. And the person at CBC was like, no, I was in the meeting. You're getting it. Everyone's getting paid apparently. She's like, no, don't worry about it. You're getting it. If you don't get it, give me a call. I'll find the guy. You'll get it. Like she's in with the meeting. It's the one from Power and Politics. What's her name again?
So we're all getting a taste?
Everyone's getting it, dude. Everyone's getting a hookup. So there's two programs that they're putting out. They're going to give a bunch of people money. And the Liberals tried to sneak in a clause saying that they would be able to control the budget for like until 2021. So the Conservatives had to fight back on that. But it sounds like the Liberals just kind of backed off on it. But basically, there's two big programs that are getting rolled out. Going to give us that money. Just give people money, basically. And I got to say, man.
Pay the people.
Pay the people, huh? But
Pay
I got to say,
people.
I was seeing, and we have some friends. We know one guy that's been doing a very, like, Corona might be a backdoor to communism talk. You know what?
Yes. I wouldn't even call him a guy. I would call him a comedian. Okay.
He's a comedian. I can't
Let's
tell
be
if he's
specific.
joking.
Let's be specific on the type of mental state this person's in. He's
I know,
doing stand-up comedy.
He's getting wild. He's getting wild right now.
Yeah.
But he's doing these like the government's gonna go to communist kind of conspiracies, or
And why
Corona's just a
wouldn't they?
backdoor to communism and government control and stuff like that. No, but I think there is that concern.
By the way, let me just say the American senators. It was North Carolina, Georgia, Oklahoma. So I'm pretty sure all those are
That's Republican.
Republican-run states.
That's all Republican stuff. I'm very impressed with Tucker Carlson fighting on that, because they usually have like a very like money's money, and if you get that money, who gives a shit kind of attitude at Fox News. But you know what, Tucker, doing the right thing.
Well, AOC just tried to push something forward about blocking anyone who's holding office. I mean, it should already be like that. Anyone who's holding elected office should not be able to hold individual stocks of private companies. Like,
Yes. This is
like, of course.
What is America? Like, they really look so silly right now. With the no health care, too. Like, they're going to be bad, dude. It's a little embarrassing being their neighbor right now. It's a little bit like, guys, it is like being Canada right now and them. It's like if because you know how everyone's under quarantine, but like there's always a house on the street that people are like judging. You know what I mean? There's always going to be people on the street that you're like, should you be going for a walk? Oh, there she is. You know what I mean? People are like that. America's kind of like that. Seem very irresponsible, not being on top of it, and just being sloppy. I think.
We'll see what happens. I mean, it's crazy when you think that there was a guy. So Bloomberg had this article that just came out about a guy who was a big AIDS researcher who after SARS, like he's AIDS, but he does general. He's like does a general like disease, right? Disease outbreak.
Yeah, he'll do a gunner.
And after SARS happened in 2004, he was like trying to secure funding to come up with another vaccine that would cure other types of coronaviruses down the line.
Good luck.
And after the fanfare of SARS broke down, everyone pulled the money. This guy David Ho out of New York. David Ho, I think he's with Columbia University. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
they pulled the funding.
It takes stuff like this for things to change, man, because we really
you know
are
how much
built
the funding was? $20 million. $20 million. Literally nothing. Literally nothing to prevent all of this.
I thought 20 million was a
million
lot.
dollars.
No, 20 million is nothing for like a worldwide organization. Who does he work for? He's in the States. For America,
he's
it's
in
nothing.
New York.
In New York, 20 million. That's not even rent. You can't even pay rent with that.
Yeah,
that's 1 year of rent in New York. Come on.
He was with Rockefeller University, and now he's with Columbia University.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's the kind of thing that until it hits, we don't want to deal with it. Like, it's kind of how...
Yeah.
And I think this is the correction that we're going to see in the market, but in ourselves, in the culture. It's going to be... We can't be so short-term with, like, what's going to make me money, like, right now. What's going to save right now. We got to start thinking more about the planet, maybe, and just... Yeah, funding stuff like this, because we're not going to fund stuff like this on, like, preemptively.
Yeah. No. I bet you after this is all said and done. I mean, hopefully this ends, this resolves in a clean as it can be kind of fashion, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because these survivalists are very scary talking. They're very silly.
Well, I was listening to Tim Dillon. He was doing a little, he was like, it's going to be martial law, violence in the streets. And I mean, okay, but like...
In America, yeah, because in America, they're going to squeeze their people. They're not going to have any health care for them. They're not going to have any programs, maybe, like, they're not set up to do, like, even the things that Canada's rolling out pretty quickly. Today the Conservatives fought against it, and the Liberals just immediately said, okay, yeah, you're right, sorry. It was such a quick... Little, they almost did like a traditional, like, okay, the Liberals were like, okay, we overstepped it a little, and you guys said no, and then they said, okay, we fixed it, and we're gonna roll it out, and we're set up to do things like that. America's gotta learn to be more. I don't want to say the C word. I'm not saying communist, but people do have that fear. They have to be more like socialist, maybe.
No, having the social safety net is not communism.
It's not communism. No.
For example. You look at what look at what Denmark has done. Denmark is guaranteeing like 75%, and the employer has to help top up the rest. Boris Johnson in the United Kingdom. Boris Brexit Johnson.
Boris.
Boris
I heard Boris today on the radio being like, just go home.
80% of your wages covered in the UK. 80%.
Dude, even their right-wing people are lefties.
Here?
Even their right-wing people are lefties. Here? They don't believe in God or anything.
What are we doing over here?
We're crazy.
The big problem with the bill they're trying to pass in the States is that they're trying to pass a bill that like does not ensure worker protections and does not ensure that you can't have the stock buybacks and does not ensure that small businesses are taken care of. They're just trying to pass a bill that if McDonald's or Pfizer or whoever gets the money, they're good. They're taken care of, right? If the Hyatt gets the money, CEOs, executives at the Hyatt will be like, okay, we're good. But if you're working changing, the beds, if you're working front desk, sorry.
Yeah, and that's why in America they could, Tim Dillon's right, in America they could go through that because they don't take care of their people, man. What is this? And then you end up paying more for it because they would, in America, they almost have an attitude of like they'd rather pay cops than pay for a school or pay for like something nice, They're hard asses, man. They're tough. And they almost believe in that, kind of.
Listen to this.
Tell me.
This is a quote from Bloomberg. They did an article on this guy, David Ho. Okay, quote, he had also seen funders lose interest in emerging diseases after the immediate panic about an outbreak subsided. Severe acute respiratory syndrome, or SARS, for example, had been contained relatively quickly in 2002. So it was 2002. And as soon as it was, money for research became scarce. Ho's lab had developed antibodies that could have been used to pursue treatments for SARS, another coronavirus, but it was too late. He couldn't raise the $20 million or so he needed to continue pressing forward on his own. Quote, no one seemed to care, he said, end quote.
Bill Clinton will cover that. No, Bill.
Hold on. That's frustrating. If he'd found the money, it's possible he'd be closer to a treatment for the new coronavirus. But I'm saying, I don't think this is... Even there's a lab in Germany. I say in the article on this. There's a lab in Germany that in January, the guy was like, oh, I see the writing on the wall here, right? Immediately started pumping out more testing kits. Being like, we're manufacturing these like a motherfucker. And now they're sending them all across the world.
Yeah.
He can't keep up with production. Flying off the shelves.
Yeah.
You get a testing kit. You get a testing kit. You get a testing kit. You get a testing kit.
Let's go, man. We need these testing kits, dude. How are people gonna have sex? This is gonna be an issue.
It's off the table for the next little while, unless you're coupled up.
I know it's
a lot of relationships are not gonna last through this. By the way.
Look, man, the honeymoon's over for those couples that shacked up. The honeymoon's over. This is week 2. They're gonna kill each other now. They gotta leave. They're either gonna get married now, or they're gonna be like, you know what? I never want to see you again, and that's it.
Your own mother, Plain Lady Patel, is not speaking to you.
Plain Lady Patel, listen, man. She's pissed. She's pissed.
Well, you know how I said last week that we're all incels under quarantine, right? I did say that. That was the title.
That was the title.
I got to be honest. I've modified my opinion on that.
Uh-oh.
Because I think that this is also the era of the edgelord. Okay. Hear me out.
Tell us about it.
If you're keeping the hope alive, you're an edgelord. Okay? You've just become an edgelord. If you're keeping the hope alive that maybe something's gonna pan out for you, you're gonna meet somebody that's gonna pop off. You're an edgelord now. I'm sorry. You didn't think you were? Now you are. Welcome to your life.
That's it.
Show up for work. Punching at 9.
Wow.
Clock at 5.
Wow.
You're an edgelord.
Edgelord. It's over.
You're an edgelord. That's it. That's all it is. Sorry to tell you.
Sorry.
You're an edgelord now.
You don't think there's going to be an explosion of love once this all ends? People are going to just...
That's what I'm telling you. But that explosion of love means that the edging is now officially subsided.
Yeah.
You've crossed that edge.
Okay.
But up until that point, you're edgelording, baby.
You're edgelording, and that's it.
Either you're an incel or you're edgelording, and it all depends on your perspective. Is the glass half full? Is it half empty? It's up to you. Okay?
It's true. Yeah. It's a fine line.
It is what it is.
Man,
It is.
that's we got to figure that out next though. I think people are gonna, when this ends, people are gonna appreciate love again. People are gonna be like, let's meet, let's go out, be in the culture, be in the community, hang out. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna, because we're going into this thing with sex at a pretty all-time low. Was low already. And maybe
Right.
that's part
You
of the
think this is
issue.
go-
Maybe Mother Earth
You
said,
think this is going to jack it back up?
I think this is going to jack it back up. This is going to bring the culture together. Because right now, we're staying apart. And it's like a spring. It's like a rubber band, man. You keep people apart. And that
We're edging. I'm telling you that we're edging,
the
baby.
edging, baby. It's the edge lordiness.
Look at you. You're shaking just talking about
the edge
it.
lordiness is
You're
building.
shaking just talking
Listen,
about
man, when we're all sitting on those sweet, sweet white loads, these ladies are gonna come running, right? I mean, they're gonna get so excited. They're gonna get so excited about that. So we gotta figure that out.
If you can, hey man, if you can sit on it. I've been talking to a lot of my people out there. A lot of spillers. A lot of spillers, man. You gotta be strong on the no-fap, guys. You gotta be strong. Get your work done. I'm doing just dances every day. I'm trying to keep it, low. I'm trying to keep it low, but it's tough. You're trying to keep that low T. Well, let me tell you something, all
Yeah.
right? I talk to a lot of people about don't cry over spilt milk, okay? I talk to people about don't cry over spilt milk all the time. But
Okay.
you know what? Sometimes you don't spill that milk, you're going to be crying, okay? You're going to be crying.
Yeah,
However, this is still the
Hey.
era of the edgelord.
You don't spill that. You don't spill that milk. You're edging, baby. You're edging. You know what I'm saying? You build it up. Build up that mana, that power.
102.1, the edge.
The edge lord. Yeah, no, very, very interesting times. I didn't think it would come to this for us. I thought we would be. I was saying this last week. Like, it's Canada.
It's honestly, but you know what? I'm thinking about the 1918 Spanish flu. Pandemic, 1918 pandemic, sorry to be politically correct. 1918 pandemic, not the Spanish flu. China virus, Spanish flu. Anyhow, at that time, in 1918, when that thing first popped out, when the outbreak first happened,
Yeah.
people were still fighting a war, right?
Oh,
Like
wow.
World War I wasn't over.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So it's like a double.
There was no Facebook. There was no Uber Eats.
No.
There's no Netflix.
You just died.
There's no Zoom.
You
There's
just
no
died.
podcasts.
Nothing.
I remember I spoke to my friend's grandpa once, and he said that his brother had tuberculosis back in the 20s or the 30s, something like that. But he had TB back in the day. And I was like, so what happened? And he's like, well, my sisters had TB, and my dad had taken them to the what's it called? The sanitarium, right?
Oh my God.
And they left them there, and they both died. Because it's like you just put them in a room full of other sick people, and then no one's getting better, and then they just died, right?
Wow.
So I'm like, okay, that doesn't sound good. So it's like, so when my brother got tested and he came up positive for TB, they were like, okay, we're going to put him in the sanitarium. And he's like, no, you're not. I was like, last time I gave you my kids, you put them in the sanitarium, they died. I'm not giving you them. So I'm like, so what happened? He's like, so my dad took my brother and he put him in his room and he said, this is your room. This is where you stay. You stay here.
Wow.
You come out when I say you can come out. You come out for dinner and you take it into your room and you go to the bathroom and you go back into your room. He said he stayed in the room for a year. 1 whole year. And I was like, what would happen? And I'm like, well, I'd go buy comic books and then I'd read them and I'd give it to him. And then, he'd read them and then he'd wait a month to get the next comic book.
Wow.
Pretty much. He's like, he just kept his window. But imagine, that's what, he had a year. He did a year.
It's like
He
prison.
did a year in a bedroom. It's like prison. Yeah.
It's prison. It's a
But
prison.
it's not like prison. But even that's not as bad as prison. I mean, there's people in jail right now freaking out.
Oh man, the jails are going wild right now. There's been
Rikers
like 4 or
Island in
5
New York,
big-
people are freaking out.
There's been some big jailbreaks.
We discussed it last week,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying it's like it's this is not, it hasn't fully broken down just yet. Let's just keep that in mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we haven't gotten the worst of it. Like there is going to be some. Okay, the food supply is not touched right now, but at some point, is that going to go? They got to start making a garden in the back, a survival garden.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I don't think that we're gonna lose everything right away. I think that things are gonna change. I think we're gonna have to learn to like, live with a bit less.
Yeah,
Not
that's
be
gonna
as
be a big one.
frivolous.
Yeah.
Not be as, like we're gonna have to be a little bit more conscientious going forward.
No, and that's what I think this irrational fear, like the guys who I hear saying that Corona is just a backdoor to communism, they're worried about that. They're just taking that and saying like it's crazy. What, we're gonna live as a community now? We're gonna be nicer to each other. We're gonna get soft, kind of thing, you know?
It's not okay, but it's first of all, you think Donald Trump and Justin Trudeau, who was literally fighting Native people up until 3 weeks ago about letting him ship oil across their land. You think now he's like, we're a communist state? Yeah.
No, there's no way. No. There's no way. I mean, that fear has just always been there since the Cold War, and people just kind of try to stoke it every 5-10 years, I think. But
like, they're like neoliberals, man. They don't believe in communism.
yeah.
Not at all. This is like the exact opposite. They hate that this has happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
They're trying to rise to the occasion the best they can, but we're underprepared. I mean, if they were really about communism, if they're really about like state control everything, that Dr. Ho would have had his money to finish the coronavirus vaccine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They would have paid him already.
20
They would've
million,
said,
yeah, that
let's-
does sound like nothing.
Let's nip that in the bud.
That's done. Honestly, that 20 million, that could be a Netflix documentary. Just call Bill Gates, make another Netflix documentary. Bill Gates Part 2.
I guarantee you, the inevitable Netflix documentary that will come out about coronavirus is going to cost more than $20 million to produce.
The documentary will be more than 20 million. Come on, man. We can't give this guy 20 million? That's rough. And he could have cured it. That's nothing, man.
He could have been well on the way, and now we got to wait 18 months because he's trying to conduce it. So this guy says, though, he's trying to reduce it into a year. He says they're trying to do what would take 5 or 6 years worth of research and trials.
Yeah.
And just put it in 1 year's time.
Okay.
They're trying to, you know what I mean? Tighten it up.
Yeah.
I saw India's on lockdown now.
Dude, how? I can't believe there's pictures coming out of India. The streets are quiet. You sent me this video of like Pune. Dude, I went to Pune when I was a kid. It's like, it's dense. Pune. Where is everyone? I guess they're in their apartments.
Known for its action?
Pune? Dude, Pune has always been known for action. There's always been movies, Bollywood movies. There's one classic called Bombay to Pune, and it's just a busload of hot young Bollywood actors just banging each other, dude. But they're not allowed to bang, so they just dance instead. Bombay to Pune. It's classic, dude. It's a great movie. Check out the videos. I'll send you a music video.
Send me some vids.
It's a lot of fun, dude. They dance. They go hard on Bombay to Pune. Pune's always been a sexy place, dude. Pune's so sexy that if you're from India, you can't. They'll kick you off a beach for if you have a camera. They gotta kick the Indian men. If they see a brown dude with a camera, just 2 security guards come. They're like, no, get out of here, because they just have like girls in bikinis, European women in bikinis, and they're like, no, it's weird for us if these guys come and they're gonna come and start taking pictures. It's weird. So they have like people come and get rid of, if you're a brown dude with a camera, they're like, sir, please, sir, no, and they just get rid of you.
Why? Because they don't want to like get rid of the tour. It's gonna hurt tourism.
It's gonna hurt tourism. It's gonna hurt tourism, dude. Okay. They'll come and take your camera away. Like they're like, no, you can't have a camera on the beach in India if you're.
Is that why guys are
India.
going to the beach though, to take photos of girls in bikinis?
Basically, that's what it is. It's like they're standing. They're going to be. They're doing it. They're being creepy. So they had to take measures in Pune. Like Pune's hot though. Pune's the kind of place that like there's nightclubs on like a mountain. And then, like, the swimming pool. It's like James Bond shit. You go to a club in Pune, it's like you're in James Bond. It's wild. You're, like, on a mountain.
You sold me on Pune. I went to Pune.
But, dude, Pune is...
Are you saying that's, like, we have bird watching in North America, and in Pune they have, like, creepy photo taking on the beach? That's, like...
It's just European women in bikinis. They're, like, that's what they do, I guess. That's their bird watching.
It's just guys in, like hunter's caps and binoculars. Whoa! Whoa, look at this.
Yeah, no, dude. It's,
By the way, Amish, I want to say I have been missing Plain Lady Patel's Indian food.
What are you talking about? No Indian food.
I haven't been by your place in a while. Well, she hasn't been making it in a while.
No
But
Indian
no,
food.
I've been missing Plain Lady Patel's food.
Hey,
all
now
right?
that you're saying plain lady, I don't think you're gonna get it. I don't think you're gonna get it. That's the kind of stigma that she's trying to fight against.
That's how she's known in this home. Okay? No, but I haven't missing it. But I will tell you, I went to Loblaws today to buy some groceries.
Okay.
And there's a new line of food. I want to give them a shout out, okay? Called Bombay Chef, okay?
Oh.
Frozen Indian Delights. So far I've only had the samosa. Oh no, I've only had the pakora, all right?
Yeah.
With a bit of tamarind sauce. But I look forward to having the samosas for a snack tomorrow around 3 o'clock.
Hey, man, that's great. Watch the Quarantine 15, dude.
I am trying to watch the Quarantine 15. I also bought a skipping rope online today. I'm getting a
Nice.
skipping rope mailed for my cardio.
Dude, get a Just Dance, man. I've been doing Just Dance with these kids. Very cute.
By the way, have you seen this thing about, because actually at midnight tonight, we're recording this on a Tuesday, as we tend to, right?
Yeah.
So, what is this? In about an hour and a half, the new measures go into effect for the lockdown.
Oh, God.
Because, our boy Doug, he is putting us on lockdown. So, here's what he's saying. Here's what's going to change. A bunch of essential businesses will remain open. Everything else has to close.
LCBO.
These are the essential businesses that will remain open
Okay.
in our fine province of Ontario.
Ah.
Okay. Supply chains. You gotta have your supply chain.
Gotta have
just
supply
to stay
chain.
open. Retail and wholesaling. Not very specific there. Okay. Food services and accommodations.
Retail and wholesale. Retail and wholesale? Like, that's the entire economy.
Oh, hold on.
It's like, that's everything.
Hold on. Food service and accommodations. Institutional, residential, commercial, and industrial maintenance. Okay. Telecommunications
Industrial,
and IT
residential.
infrastructure. Hold on. Manufacturing and production. Okay.
Manufacturing,
Agriculture and
production?
food. Hold on. Agriculture and food production. Okay. Construction. Okay. Financial activities. Okay. Environmental services. Okay. Utilities and community services. Okay. Research. Okay. Justice sector. Okay. Others including
Justice
rental and
sector?
leasing. Hold on. Now here's the fire sale. Others including rental and leasing, mailing, shipping, laundromats, professional services like lawyers, engineers, etc. It literally says etc.
They said etc. This guy's a pro-business
etc.
agenda. He loves he loves business, baby.
Hold on, we're not done yet. Funeral businesses, land regeneration services, security, animal health, childcare, business regulators, and inspectors. So seemingly 80% of the economy. I don't know what's taken off here. Food services and accommodations. Is that restaurants? Are they allowed to operate?
I think
Retail and wholesaling.
Restaurants are just
Is
doing like no
Aritzia
sitting.
open? Is that Aritzia? Can I go to Aritzia?
Yeah, retail includes Aritzia. So Aritzia's Forever 21. We can go to Forever.
Can I go pick up some leggings? Like, what does that mean? All these businesses / services will still be open. And it doesn't seem like too much has changed. Thoughts? That's the editorial from Six Buzz. That's where I got this. I sourced this from Six Buzz.
Damn, Six Buzz, eh?
But they got it from the province.
Yeah, no, they're just all becoming direct news outlets for themselves. Even YouTube is like, hey, do you want to know what's going on? And then they have a click. You can click on a thing to the government of Canada. It's like a government of Canada official thing. Yeah, man, they're. I guess Doug Ford just wants to keep businesses open. Wants to keep the economy from completely shutting down. That seems
He
to
did
be
want
like
to change
fight
the
right now.
provincial slogan from yours to discover to open for business.
Open for business. Did he officially change the slogan? When did he do that?
No, he wanted to.
He wanted to. Ontario, open for business.
Open for biz. Open for biz. Locked and loaded.
There,
open
he's
for
like,
biz.
He's like, yours to discover? What are we, losers? You're gonna walk all over us? No, we're open for business. We're gonna, yeah, they're getting something back.
Discover this check, bitch.
You
Discover this number in my account.
gotta pay for it. You can discover it, but you gotta pay for it. And that's it.
It was actually, you know what it was? The province was going to be officially sponsored by the Discover card. So they came to an agreement. They said, okay, yours to Discover as long as Discover card,
Yeah.
that remains.
Man, you know these like end of life preppers that they have in the States, right? Over there, their politicians will do stuff with them too, eh? Like Doug Ford, he would totally be in like some private militia or part of something if he was in the States, I think. Because in the States, these end of world kind of guys, whenever you go on their website, they're always like, "Hey, we got this Republican senator, he backs us." We got they always have like a senator or like a mayor who's backing up their like end of the world planning.
And what capacity are they backing them up?
They're there like, "Hey man, I'm here." They're giving them a thumbs up.
I feel like these guys ran into them at a campaign rally, and they're like, "Photo." And little do they know, on some dark corner of the internet, they're like, "You're supporting Marvin's AR-15 range in Butte, Montana."
The websites are so ghetto, man. They're like preparing for the end of the world, but like their websites are kind of like...
Well, that's like, I used to have that old bit where I said, have you heard the conspiracy theory that graphic designers are not allowed to work on conspiracy websites?
Must be a conspiracy, man. How come they keep saying no? All the good designers won't touch it. Must be a conspiracy, man. We got the money.
I don't like it. I don't like it, buddy.
Oh, man.
Dude, now you make me want to travel. You make me want to go to Pune, get a Muay Thai.
Buddy, Pune? Hot, dude. Money
You gotta
goes a long
hit
way.
Pune.
Pune. I don't know, man. Maybe, I mean, we're talking about going next year, but I think we're going to be so in lockdown until, you're saying November? What's your estimate on lockdown? What are you getting?
I think
What are you hearing?
November 2021.
What are you talking about? Did you make that up?
I'm not making it up. I've been hearing this. 18
You know
months.
what? There's going to be sex systems are going to come out. I'm giving it a week. Some kind of system has to come out. The local match, some testing kit will have to come out. You got to have a testing kit.
Yeah, no, there will, but I mean, it's not going to be for a while. And they're saying it's going to come in waves, though. They're saying it could go away and then it could come back.
Oh, go away and come back?
Yeah, they say it could die down and then pop its head up again.
Oh man, yeah, that's tough. I think. Oh, yeah, I don't know. We just
I'm like, there might be waves of like people going to work and then you come home and then you don't go to work for a couple months and then after you're shell shocked, your boss is like, okay, come back.
Yeah. Just like
you still have a job. I mean, so many businesses are going under because of this too, right?
Yeah, so many businesses are done.
I was just watching MSNBC and Ocasio-Cortez made a good point where she's like, if we give the bailout, this is for the states. She's like, if we give the bailout and like a bunch of like big corporations with a lot of liquidity get that money and they already have contingency plans in place to like cover the bills and everything like that.
Okay.
But then we have a hard time getting this to all the small businesses across the country right away because of red tape or bureaucracy.
Yeah.
Those businesses will fail, and then there'll be just a increased consolidation of corporate power, which can then just increase, the income disparity and the wealth gap within America.
Yeah, that's true, man. Because every time something like this happens, all the rich people, they figure out a way to they take the money. So the little guy's always getting screwed.
Oh, yeah.
Little guy's always getting screwed.
Clean sweep, baby.
That's why I'm saying go over to mysurvivalfarm.com.
Do you think we can get a sponsorship out of this?
No, I already have a sponsorship. Budmail.com. Guys, go to budmail.com. Use my promo code AmishFlower, and you can get weed delivered to your house. Man, they're great. Me and my sister just had some. Woo-wee!
This is one thing I love about this podcast. Is, it doesn't matter if there's two hosts. Only one of us has the sponsorship, and that's all that matters. That is all that matters.
I didn't even ask them. They just emailed it to me. They just sent me. They said, "Hey, look, your stuff. Here we go. Here, that's it." I don't know, Shahid. I'm sure they'll just give me the understanding part. I just never sent them back the email.
It's fine. Again, please, I don't want anything to do with this.
You don't want to be a part of this?
No.
I feel like maybe I shouldn't have my name on it even. I feel like I got to say, like, I'm not associated with the business. Like, I'm not selling.
Your name is literally on it. Your name is literally
just a promo code
code.
Amish Flower. And it's actually Amish Flower. It's just not for me. It's just a promo code they gave me. Happens to be the same name as me. But it's not, I'm not associated with
Amish. Oh, it's pronounced like Amish Furniture Warehouse?
I've heard it's an incredible business that does a great service, though. So I highly recommend. What are you going to do? Support this Dan Bilzerian sociopath? You see what that guy's doing? Go to budmail.com.
What's Dan Bilzerian doing?
You don't know Dan Bilzerian's business model? He just has all these girls on a boat, And then he's millions of hits on his Instagram, and then he's like, oh, hey, but I sell some weed too. You don't know that?
Is he like a low-level weed dealer? Or what,
Low
he has,
level?
like,
He's a big weed billionaire. He's like a weed millionaire, billionaire maybe.
his money's all off weed?
That's how he makes his money, yeah.
Like in Colorado and California and stuff like that?
Yeah. Taking advantage of young Instagram girls, not like budmail.com. Very honest business practices, very good guys. They'll deliver the weed to your house. They got everything. Got the pens, they got everything.
That's pretty chill.
Amish Flower. Budmail.com. Use the code Amish Flower. That's it.
I think we get the point.
Okay, cool. Hey, just letting people know. You don't have to call a weed dealer right now.
I think it's been made clear what's going on here.
It's fine. Is this hitting a nerve? I'm sorry. Survival,
It's not hitting a nerve, no.
MySurvivalFarm.com, though. Gotta say, check out the website, man. I can't believe...
You gotta do something. Are people still hitting you up? Are you still talking to people? Like, who's calling you? Who's checking in on you?
Just my roommates, mostly. I don't really have friends. I just work with people. You know what I mean?
Oh, really? Wait, we're not friends?
I mean, yeah, we're cool. Yeah. I mean, you're checking in.
We're cool.
Yeah, man, you're cool.
I don't hate you. I don't hate you.
Yeah, no, I should check in on my roommates. I should call them. My roommates they've messaged. I gotta call them back. But I'm here with family.
Dude, I
I'm
added you to my group chat.
I know you added me to your group chat. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'll message in there. Dude, good people in there. Good people. You guys are making fun of some grandma in there. It's interesting. Okay.
Oh, her?
Grandma meme?
Oh, she's great.
There's a grandma. Dude, if my mom's that cranky, but she wouldn't do anything that wild. But that woman has like some issues. There's just like videos of her walking around in her underwear. It's very.
She's just trying to be out. She's just trying to live. She's just trying to do her.
Did you see the video where she was like, fuck you, Tom Hanks? Like, disgusting pig Tom Hanks, I hate you. Corona, fuck you. Have you seen it? It's so
No. Yeah, I posted it. But
No, I posted the second one. In your group chat.
Lily Hayes. Lily Hayes is her name.
Yeah, that.
She's at Lily_Hayes on Instagram. Find her. Get at her.
Yeah, Lily
Get up
Hayes.
in those DMs. No, she's been doing a lot of great work, man.
Tell her we
Honestly,
sent you.
she's the face of resilience, as far as I'm concerned.
She's killing it, dude. She's hard. She's tough.
Truly.
She's tough, dude. She doesn't care.
Listen, we're bigger than the virus.
We are. We're gonna come together. We're gonna survive this. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna learn different ways to do things, though. We gotta just learn different ways to do things. We gotta learn we gotta learn to do things in a way that doesn't tax Mother Earth so much, because it really does feel like the teachers went on strike, and then Mother Earth said, "You know what? I'm on strike. Take a break."
Do you see yourself picking up any life skills?
I'm already picking up life skills. I'm babysitting all day. I gotta do my work and babysit.
You're learning to parent.
I'm learning to parent. I gotta do some Just Dances with the kids.
Do you think you want to be a father now?
Honestly, we survived this whole thing. I think when that what is it called, the post Edgelord era? When the post Edgelord era comes, and we all come together.
The geyser phase.
The geyser phase, yeah, the geyser phase. When we all just when love makes that comeback. I think a lot of people
It's the phase when the guys are really doing it.
The guys are really blowing up. And
the guys are really blowing it.
Exactly.
Blowing loads.
Blowing those loads, man. sitting on a gold mine right now, and I think it's gonna be very exciting. I think we're all gonna come out of this very excited. I think my sister wants to go to sleep though.
So you're saying you're committing to me right now? You want to be a father? On the record.
Listen, man, I've done it on television. It was a lot of fun. I'll try it out in real life. Why not? Did it on TV. I'll try it out in real life. I'm very excited.
You've had a lot of good practice.
A lot of good practice. 3 kids on television. Let's get some in real life. Sure, I'll do it, man. Hey, we survived this whole thing. I think a lot of people are going to get pregnant. A lot. I think being pregnant's going to come back.
Really?
I think so.
I think that didn't really go away. I mean, it depends. In some groups, it did.
Buddy, are you kidding me, dude? Kids? My cousin had a third. I was like, what are you, an immigrant?
I have 2 friends right now who are having kids.
1, 2 max. You're not getting 3. My cousin did it.
I know other people who have.
Who have 3? Our generation.
Oh no. Who have 3 children?
Yeah.
Well, the quarterback for the Chargers, he has like 9 kids.
Well, that's an outlier. I'm talking about the average millennial. I feel
Rivers.
like they're talking. But right now, sex is low,
Felipe
and people
Rios.
are very like no kids. It feels like a less kids generation. I think that's gonna flip back to that have kids like immigrants era, or like old.
I don't know if we're gonna start having kids like immigrants, but I think you're probably gonna see like a bit of a bump.
I think there's gonna be a little bump after this.
You're not gonna get the baby boom, but you're gonna get the baby bump.
You're gonna get a baby bump because baby boomers didn't they come from that? Weren't they all born out of like after World War II? Everyone came back and just said, you know what? Let's get pregnant.
World War II, yeah.
I think we're so soft that this is our World War II. Like it's a lot
But
for people.
it was also you have to also take
into
into account after World War II there was like a huge like economic kind of like boom that went with that in tandem, right?
Right. So
like America was doing well and the rest of the world was devastated, and then they started providing stuff to the rest of the world. So yeah, like, there was the booming. I mean, it wasn't just America. Europe had a boom too. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Maybe we see that.
I want to see a love boom after this. If something comes out of it, I want to see a love boom. That's just me. Hey, call me crazy. Would love to see a love boom.
People might be traumatized though and like kind of messed up. I don't know.
You think so?
If a bunch of people die, if a couple million people globally die, yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I mean, World War II is pretty traumatizing, isn't it? They still came back and got pregnant. The World War II is rough, dude. It's brutal.
It was traumatizing, yeah.
It was
You're
vicious.
Right,
and it just makes you go like, well, then let's appreciate and protect the sanctity of life. Keep it popping.
Wow, you sounded like a evangelical pastor right there.
Woo! Let me tell you about the Most High Almighty Source. That source energy, it's here for everyone.
That's beautiful, Amish. Listen, I think that makes it an episode.
Yeah,
I don't know. What do you say?
Thanks, man. Yeah, my sister's trying to
anything else you want to plug outside of your sponsorship, not my sponsorship, not our sponsorship, your sponsorship?
Yeah, check out the Instagram at Fade to Brown, and check out the Understanding Pod Instagram as well. We'll have links to all that in the comments section.
At Understanding Pod. Yep.
Yeah.
You can hit me up on Instagram too at Drew_Picklyk, Picklyk. It is what it is, people.
This is it.
We're living through it.
We're getting through it. We're gonna get through it.
But it's gonna get better. It gets better. That's been us. We'll see you soon. Hopefully, we're gonna start going to 2 a week. So
yeah,
we'll
why not?
You know, a little taste of what's to come down the road once we get that paywall up. You know what I mean?
Woo! Woo-wee!
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's been us. Thank you so much. Keep on listening.
Let's come to
Bye-bye.
an understanding. Let's come to 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 an understanding.